actually 4 years in the business. Over 4
Wow.
years ago. Yeah. So over 4 years ago, I was on maternity leave, and I was looking for something to do. You know, I didn't want to leave my child at home and looking for something to, you know, to do, but I was looking for something to do from home. I didn't know what to do actually. I didn't know where to go to because I have worked in Spain. I came to Spain because I wanted to be a nurse. I came to Spain, went to school. The school of a thing was not entry. It was not for me. I was here to make the money, and the school of a thing was like, this is not working for you, girl, you know. And while I was doing the nursing course, I was placed to be doing to do what's it called, practical, to see how I'll be, you know, be able
Placement,
to go with the job, placement. Yeah, how I'll be able to go with the job. But guess what? I was falling sick constantly. Anytime I go to the hospital, I feel sick. I throw up. It was like this is not for you. I did cleaning job. I did waiter. I did a lot of job here in Spain, but it was not really working. And when I got married, my husband told me, you know what, you will stay at home, take care of the children, let me do, you know, the family thing. I was like, okay, no problem. So when I was on maternity leave, my sister-in-law came to Spain and she told me, see, there is this business opportunity that I found. I got the product online. The person I ordered the product from is encouraging me to join the business. I know you can do it. I was like, okay, you found the business. Why don't you join it? Why are you asking me to do it? I mean, if anybody find an opportunity to change their life, why introducing me to it? I'm not interested, as a matter of fact. That was the first thing I said. I said, I am not interested. I am looking for something to do. I want to earn money, extra money. You know, I'm looking for money, but this is not the kind of a thing. This is not the kind of a thing I want to do. And she said, you know what, Favor, why don't you give this thing a try? Just try and let's see how it goes. I said, God forbid. I don't know anybody who is saying God forbid right now, wherever you're watching from. This is doable. You can do it. I was afraid of the camera. I thought this is not for me. But along the journey, along the line, learning the business, understanding the products, I was able, or rather, I'm still doing it, but I'm still on it. You know, I was able to grow my business, and it has completely changed my life. It's a life-changing opportunity, I would say, mostly.
And what's your position in the business?
Presidential Marketing Director.
International Marketing Director, and now we have got Presidential Marketing Director. Thank you, ladies, so much for this. We're going to come back and talk about, when we start talking about the business, we need to start looking at the bonuses, what you ladies have taken up in bonus. I don't want to talk about the commissions. I don't want to talk about the other incentives that are included in what you get from being in the business. I want to talk about the bonuses because we know those bonuses are guaranteed. That's why I want us to talk about those bonuses. Thank you so much, ladies. Wow. One thing I discovered is that when you're talking to people about this business, they say to you, oh, it's just for the women. Women are just the only ones who are good at networking. Women can network. Women can talk. Women are the ones that needs to improve their health. Men don't have issues. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you guys that you're wrong, because my next guest, let me not say. So let me bring my next guest on board, and just to surprise you, everyone that is thinking that it's just for women, see who we've got here. Please introduce yourself.
Wow, thank you so much, Sister Charity. Thank you, everyone that is watching. First, before I introduce myself, I wonder, you know, when they sandwich you between two great women, we have an IMD and then a PMD. That is so amazing. Thank you so much, and it's a privilege to be on your platform. I thank you so much for bringing all of us together. It's a one big family. Well, I'm here. My name is Victor Ishaya. I'm a doctor by profession. I started my business in UK, but currently I am in Canada. Now, I'll just tell you how I stumbled on this business, and I will stop there. First and foremost, I was actually desperate, looking for an extra stream of income. The reason is because I noticed that what I was being paid couldn't take care of my family needs, couldn't take care of the whole stuff that I actually have around me. And you know our African culture, and that's why if you are an African man that is watching this, you really need to listen very, very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
Time has come and passed that you will have to think that it is the white collar job that you're doing, the office job that you're doing, that you will actually depend. It will not be able to sustain you. It won't last you long. We were praying and we're praying and we're praying for an opportunity to come until a lady who was also in the beginning. You can see that always the opportunity will always come to you through somebody. The only thing you actually need to do is to understand that this is an answer to your prayer and this is the opportunity you have actually been looking for. So Fatoumata shared this opportunity with us, and she's directly a downline to Sister Shirley. Shirley is that, so we are all connected. So when she shared it with us, we didn't actually, one of the greatest favor we did to ourselves, I and my wife, was that we didn't second guess it. We didn't go to ask people, what about this business? What are they doing here? What are they doing here? We didn't do that. We just jumped on it. We saw it as an answered prayer and we jumped on it. The rest of the story, I will leave it if Sister Charity is going to ask us. But my position in the business currently, I joined about a year ago. I am QSSC in the business. So I am following them gradually, but it is a very awesome and an interesting journey so far.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Dr. Victor, for coming on board. You see, when people talk about the kind of white collar job they're doing and all that, now Favor started going to be trying to work started going to school trying to become a nurse. Yeah. Now here we have, it's like you all kind of like have that medical background, to be honest to you. Yeah. We have Angela, who is a midwife, and now we have a doctor in our midst. And I love what you said, Dr. Victor, when you talk about the fact that, you know, the days and age of, you know, just having one stream of income, or thinking that, yeah, you know, that white collar job that you have will actually sustain you, especially when we're coming from African background. We know that we have siblings, we have people, we have friends, we have cousins, we have nephews, we have our parents who are actually depending on us. And then you now get married. You have your children. You have your family that you have to start looking at. So it's like the burden on you with that one stream of income coming in becomes too heavy for you to actually carry, you know, because I love when you dived into that direction, because I've spoken to lots of people who said to me, oh, you know what, with my career, with the job I'm doing, you know, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the money coming in. I don't think I need a second stream of income. What would I be doing with a second stream of income? I don't need it. So you've got people, I've met people like that, and hearing you saying the opposite tonight, you know, it's something that I'm really, really looking forward to us discussing this on this platform and talking about it on this platform, because we know the theme of what we're talking about is you building a life that you desire. What kind of life do you desire for yourself? And for me, I remember when I started having my children, I said to myself, oh God, you know what? I really want that opportunity. I want something that I can actually be doing from home, you know, to be able to have time for my children. And not just that, how many of us have gone to jobs, or you get a job, and when you look at that job, or you look at your boss or your manager or whoever is there, you know that even you can do better than that person, or you know that you yourself, you have a much more better qualification than that person, you know. But then you do what? Because you know that at the end of the month, you want that wages to be paid into your account. And what do? You humble yourself. Do you understand? So, and then you tolerate everything that is being thrown at you. But this is an opportunity. So for me, with this opportunity this business opportunity that we are going to be that we are sharing with you guys tonight, is something that has actually helped me to build the kind of life that I desire, the kind of life that I want. for myself and for my family, and to play that major role in the life of my children is something that, I cannot switch. I don't have any regrets for doing this business, to be honest to you. I don't have any regret. And I can see my boss ladies are shaking their head and agreeing with me that yes, is the truth. So now, thank you all so much for introducing yourselves to us and letting us know we have IMD here in the business, we have Presidential Marketing Director, and we have a qualifying Senior Sales Coordinator in the business. You know what? Men say they can't do it, but you know what? This is somebody that is striving. Watch out for Dr. Victor, because by the time you see him next year, he's probably going to be a PMD. You never know. So, thank you guys so much for coming on tonight. So let's move on to the next one. I hope everyone that is watching, we are all having fun. This is, like I said to you, it's just the tip of the iceberg. This is it. So now, we've all come into this business. Somebody introduced you to this business and you came in and you decided to push yourself and you decided to walk and get yourself to where you are. Now, I want you to quickly tell people, because when we're talking about the kind of life that you desire, for you now, would you say that you are actually living that kind of life? That you've been able to build that life that you actually desire for yourself? So I'm going to start with you, Boss Lady Favor. Are you actually, you are muted. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay. Wow. Boss Lady, which chapter do you want me to start from? It's amazing. Which chapter? I'm telling you, the book is
any chapter.
I'm still writing.
Just open up any chapter and start from there. Just open up any chapter.
Yeah. My major factor why I joined the business, when I said I was looking for extra income, it was not actually because of me. Before a man to tell his wife to stay at home, meaning he can take care of the family, more or less, we were not wealthy, but at least he can take care of us very well. But along the line, something happened. I lost my elder sister in Nigeria, and she had 5 children. And when she died, I took those children. I felt like it was my responsibility. It is my responsibility to take care of those children. And I was looking for something to do. At this time, my house is already hot, because I was telling my husband all the time, I want to go and work. Because me, I can't afford to stay at home and watch you pay all the bills, light bill, water bill. We know that everything in Europe pay for everything. He's somebody's son. I don't want to put all the body on him. And on top of our own children, he's somebody's son, he's somebody's brother. I mean, if my husband's family is looking at him, taking care of me, and he's looking tattered, he's looking older than his age, they won't be happy with me. And I wanted to do something. I wanted to come out. I know I am a woman. I know I can do something. I know that we all have something special inside of us. I wanted to do something. And when she died, when my sister died, I was like, okay, these 5 children, you're not going to adopt them by force. My husband, I can, it's not something you can force on anybody. He's a good person, but then I wanted to support. Then this business opportunity came along the line, and all I wanted was extra 200 to 300 euros monthly. Extra 200 to 300 euros monthly, just to be able to take care of those children. And you know what 200 euros made in Nigeria? You know what 200 euros can do in Nigeria? It can help go a long way. I needed it for them. But along the journey, my wife began to expand. The dream I had when I left Africa, when I left Nigeria, when I thought it was already lost, when I got married, I was like, okay, this is just it's a regular thing. You start giving birth, and you manage to pay house rent, water bill, gas bill, and that's it. That's just the end of your life. Or favor, you go work. That's it. You don't have any other thing. And I had a big dream of myself. I had a big vision of myself. I wanted to be somebody in the family. I wanted to be somebody that can, that can do something. You understand what I'm saying? Not just a mere,
not a liability, not just
a liability.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? The Bible says that women, we are helpmeet to our husband, not stress, not liability, not burden.
Not a burden.
Not a burden to them, but to support. when the opportunity came my way, for those of us who know me, I took it seriously, because you can lead an horse to the river, you cannot force it to drink water. I saw the vision, it was clear and it was plain. I knew that this is what I wanted. And the business has helped me to live even more than what I expected.
Okay, now, Favor, Boss Lady, can I stop you there 1 second? You said when you joined, yeah, that all you wanted was 200 to 300 euro every month, yeah? So now, let's look at the fact that 4 years, almost going to 5 years, I guess, or just 4 years in the business, yeah?
4 years and 1 month. Yeah.
4 years and 1 month, okay. In the business. So now, let's say in the first few months, you were able to get your 200 to 300, or let's say within the first 1 year, in the first 1 year of you being in the business, you were able to get that 200 to 300 euro every month, yeah? She's laughing. 200 to 300 euro every month, and you were not able to send it to your sisters, your late sisters' children, yeah? Yeah? So you are able to send it to them, your nieces and your nephews, you're able to send that 200 to 300 euro to them. Now, that's in the first 1 year. 4 years and a month in the business. And a presidential marketing director in the business. Please, I know when it comes to Europe or Spain, where you are, the bonus that you have to take home is 155,000 euro thereabout. Yeah?
Mostly the 700, 155,000.
Okay, guys, to be precise, she wants me to be precise. She wants me to be precise. It's 155,700 euro that you take home in bonus. And you are just one level to completing that bonus package. So please, if you can tell us, how much in bonus have you taken home?
100 and something already. It's 100 and something euros. 100 and something thousand. Yeah.
100 and something thousand euro. We don't want to be precise. So let's just leave it at, let's just say 100,000, yeah? Let's say she's not taking home in bonuses 100,000 euro. Do you think that her nephews and her nieces that she joined the business for just because she wanted to get extra 200 to 300 euro, that's all they're going to be getting from you every month? No. So she told us that that's one chapter that she's just digged into. If she has to dig into other chapters, because I remember, I know when you traveled to Nigeria and you were able, for how many months you stayed in Nigeria and this business was just going on. You were still.
I was in Nigeria for 3 months.
For 3 months, guys. There was no worry about bills. I can see my boss man Victor is smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no. The reason why I'm going into details, forgive me for doing that, but I want people to actually see the real picture.
Yeah.
I want people to actually see the real picture, that you can live that life. You can be able to build the kind of life that you desire for yourself. You know, people talk about, I remember somebody said to me some time ago, I came into Europe and I was told that every single person, all Africans in Europe, that all what we do is just to do odd jobs, you know, that we can't make good money when you're in Europe and all that. I want people to know that that's not real. That's not the truth. There are things that you can do. There are things that you can take up and start doing that can actually change your life. You know, and with the fact that we all have responsibility back home, whether we want to accept it or not. We have relatives, we have family members, we have siblings, we have our mothers, we have our fathers back home that are depending on us. But when you look at what you're bringing every month, and it's not even enough for you and your family, that you're not able to stretch your hand forward to reach out to somebody else. But this business, so now guys, if you are in Europe, yeah, anyone watching us in Europe, imagine if you were to come into this business and move from being a partner to a presidential marketing director plus, and you're able to take home, or not, and you take home, let me know, it's not able because you will take it home when you get there, and you take home that 155,700 euro in bonus. How many lives do you think you can change with that money? I'll leave you guys with that question. Ponder on it. Think about it. So whoever is sharing this on their platform with you, and you are in any of the European countries, please reach out to that person and ask, how do I join this business? In short, you know what? Quote me, say, I joined that your business that I can take home 155,700 euro. I want you to tell me more about that business and how I can collect that money, because I want it. So that's Favor. She shared one chapter of her story, of her journey. Yeah. Now we're gonna move over to my boss lady, Angela. Angela, please, even if it's just one chapter of your own journey, give us one chapter. Favor has given us a chapter, so please give us another chapter. Because if we have to start talking about the different chapters of how this business has changed our lives, or make us to live the kind of life that we want for ourselves or desire for ourselves and our family, we're going to be here all night. Or we don't want to be here all night. So please give us one chapter, please.
Oh, but what's your question, please? Because I actually got carried away with Favor's chapters. So what's the question again, please?
Your own chapter. Yeah. What chapter of this business? Because I know we're still going to talk about the product, but now we want to talk, because money is what people love to hear about. Then we'll not come and talk about the health aspect of it. So I'm asking, just give us one chapter of how this business has changed your life.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Anyways, good you asked for just one chapter. For me, I have to be honest. Yeah. We all know that working as a health professional, especially nurses, doctors, midwives, they don't have enough time for themselves, for their family, or they don't have, they have to do extra. Because that's the myth about when you're a nurse or midwife or doctor, especially in this part of the world, especially in the UK, to be specific. It's like they think that because you're a nurse, you're a midwife, it's like you are rich. I'm telling you, for you to get what you want, you have to work extra shit. Because the money that they're going to pay you is not going to be enough for you to survive throughout the month. That's honest. If you see a nurse is bragging, I'm sure you've got nurses here that are watching me on Facebook or they are in the Zoom right now. If you see a nurse is bragging that I can earn 10,000, ask how much,
how many hours?
Yes,
how many hours
exactly.
she's working?
Thank you, my sister. How many hours is she working?
Mm-hmm.
One, they don't even have time for themselves. They don't even have time for their family. They don't even have time to look after their well-being. I have to be honest, because they think that everything is like, it's not enough, but they need to add more. Mm-hmm. So I was in that situation. And that was one of the reasons why personally I went to Qatar, because I had a motive, because I want to go back home, because I'm originally from Sierra Leone. My mom is from Sierra Leone, my dad is from Nigeria. Well, I was born and brought up in Sierra Leone, so I lived all my life in Sierra Leone before coming to the UK. So I had that mission or that vision to go back home to build a maternity unit. So that was the reason why I went to Qatar, because I've been saying like, I need to save. How much am I going to save for me to do this? And I'm that kind of person, like, I don't want to I want to run a charity and I'll be going to ask people to support me. No, I don't want that. I want to do it with my own hard cash. So that was one of the reasons why I went to Qatar. I thought maybe I'll be able to save that amount. So I was there, still the same, yeah. But what happened when I got this opportunity? I said, you know what, I'm doing this because I want something back home. And then I decided I have to say this, and I'm going to cut it short. Since I've been a midwife for 9 years, I've been a nurse because I'm a nurse, and then I went to do my midwifery for 2 years. 1 year, 8 months I worked as a nurse for 2 years, and then I went to do my midwifery. So I've been a midwife for 9 years. I have to be honest, I've never saved what I have in my account now for that long. I have to be honest. Sis, I have to be honest. I've never saved. Sometimes, like, I go on my knees, I say, God, is this real? That's why when people see the way I come out and talk about my upline, saying, you don't know what you've done for me. She saw me on Facebook, she will be saying that, yes, she's a midwife, maybe she's okay, but she didn't know what I was going through as a single mom.
Absolutely.
As a single mom, just one income. I said, you know what, I need to do this. And this business has changed my life, guys. It has changed me. Apart from the money, the time freedom, now I can boast that every single month I'm getting paid more than what I used to be paid as a midwife. So even going out there to go and work, since I came back from Qatar, I can testify, I can say this. I've only worked 5 shifts, but I'm still surviving. And I can still get money to save. So you can imagine, this business is real. People don't understand.
No, people don't. You see, Angela, people don't really understand. You see, now you're sharing this. You're sharing your journey. You're talking about the fact that you've been a midwife for 9 years. 9 years, guys. 9 years, and every month she gets paid. Every month, every day she goes out to work. She does. I know most nurses and midwives that I know. I think the least hours they do in a day is 12 hours.
Definitely.
12 hours shift. 12 hours shift. Yeah. And in that 12 hours shift that they're doing, they're standing all day. They are standing all day. And maybe out of that 12 hours, probably maybe you get an hour break. Or maybe 30 minutes break, depending on how busy that ward is. Yeah? See, it might sound as if we are kind of trying to make, what would I say? Kind of make our business look as if it's the answer to every man's prayer. No, that's not what we're trying to do. But the truth of the matter is we are in this business and people are telling you their journey. This is Angela talking about her story. Favor is talked about her one. And we're going to hear from Dr. Victor talking about his one. But the truth of the matter is that, guys, the truth needs to be said. The truth needs to be said. Because I remember when I first started this business, at my early age stage in the business, and I was speaking to somebody in the US. I think she's a nurse or so in the US. And she said to me, when she said that, I kind of felt so down because I knew I hadn't gotten the amount of money that she said she was making, you know, in per annum. But now, you know, 5 years, going to 6 years in this business, yeah, I can put my head up. I can put my head up and talk to anyone. When she said that thing to me then, this was about 4 years ago or 5 years when she said that thing to me, I kind of went low. You know, I couldn't say anything to her because I was still building my business. But now I will put my head up and I will tell you, I'm not making any income claim, yeah? But you know what? I can tell you that all glory and thanks be to God that every month I make someone's 1 year's salary. I can tell you that. So if you're thinking that you cannot live that life that you desire, if you're thinking that you cannot build yourself or build something for yourself to get to that point where you start living the kind of life you desire, we're here to tell you tonight that you can. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Anything is possible. Now, Angela has time freedom, like you heard her. Not just, Favor is talked about how the monetary aspect has helped her in the business. Angela is talking about the fact that she's getting that time freedom. So if you're a nurse, you're a midwife, you're watching, please, 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 please change your mindset. She's only done 5 shifts.
Over a year.
For a year.
Mm-hmm. Charity, can I mention one thing, please?
Hey, go on, please.
One thing. When we talk, I remember the first day I went to work. That was like after 1 year. After 1 year of being in the UK from Qatar, that was last year. The first day I went to work, because I'm used to this time freedom, I can do whatever I want to do. I went to work. I was caring for this woman in this room. And then, can you imagine, from 7:45, I started my shift. I did not go for my break until 5 o'clock. Even the woman that I was looking after, the woman was like, said, sis, why can't you go and get something to eat? I said, no, it's okay. And I asked whoever was the team leader, I said, can I go and ease myself? Do you know what she told me? She said, I've got nobody, I've got no midwife to relieve you now. Do you know how I felt that day? I almost in tears. I said, Angela, why are you here? You've got something that's giving you that time freedom. Why are you here? I think that was one of the things that discouraged me, for me not to go to work the way people was like, oh, why are you not doing your midwifery? It's like, how can you leave your midwifery job and you say you're going on Facebook, you're selling fruits and vegetables? I was just smiling.
I have given us a name for this business. We don't just sell fruits and vegetables. We are digital fruit and vegetable sellers.
Okay.
Always put that word digital because
okay, digital vegetable seller. So I was like, you guys don't understand the freedom that I've got. I was almost in tears. And I said, you know what? I didn't go to work after 6 months during that time. I said, no, sorry.
Be your own boss. So that's what this business gives you. Mm-hmm. You get to do your business how you want it, at your own time and at your own pace. Mm-hmm. That's one thing I love about this business. You know, you've heard from Angela, International Marketing Director in the UK. How much bonus have you taken, please? That is allowing you to decide not to go to work and to only do five shifts in a year, please.
Do you want the total, or do you want the estimate, or do you want the bonus
Whichever
itself?
one,
Which one?
just the bonuses, whichever one you
Okay. The bonus itself for international marketing. Sorry, the bonus itself for international marketing director is 14,400. I'm not making any medical claim, but they said hard work pays off. But in total, what I've actually got from this business is like half of the 112,000, 119,000.
More than half of it. More than half.
Yes, more than half of it. Yeah. Yeah.
More than half of it, guys. So imagine why she can decide to tell her team leader that, you know what, for the next 6 months, for the next 7 months, I'm not going to come to work, because you know what? She knows she has something else that she can fall back to. Do you have something that you can fall back to? Do you really have something that you can say to yourself that if anything happens at that 9 to 5 job, or that shift work that you're doing, or whatever job that you're doing, that you have something to fall back to? Anyway, thank you, Angela, for that. Dr. Victor, excuse me. I can see Dr. Victor is like, can I really fit into the shoes of these women?
you really set me up today.
No, I did not set you up. The reason is that, you know what, when people see people who are IMD, PMD, they also need to see somebody who is coming up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You understand? They need to see somebody who is coming up. And you coming up, you know, in the business and as a doctor as well, you know, it's got something to, there's something there. You know, what shifted, what moved for you, what made you, I know you talked about the fact that you were looking for an extra stream of income, you're looking for a secondary stream of income. But you know what? We've got people who have come into this business, and men who have come into this, and they say, you know, I can't fit into the shoes of these women, because you know what? All of you are all women. And just like what you said, you are sandwiched. Let me use your exact word. How can you sandwich me in between these two boss ladies? But you know what? You've come into this business, and in a year, you've gotten yourself to qualify a senior sales coordinator. It's a great achievement. You didn't do that 2 years ago. You didn't do that 3 years ago. But you know what? You came into it. So I want you to kind of give us your own chapter. 1 chapter. If you want to give us 2 chapters, that's fine. You know, because you are allowed as a man. We want to give you more so that people can actually hear how you being a man in the business and how it's changing your life and that of your family. So over to you, Dr. Victor.
Thank you so much, Sister Charity and Sister Angela and Favor. Please, if you are watching us, and I really want to speak deep down into the men's soul and their conscience.
Please do. Please do.
Now, watch this. There is no impossibility on this planet Earth. So Charity said you can. And if there is any word that should be running in your vein and the whole of your system should be that word, I can. For once, I would really want to, before I just say maybe one of my how this business actually changed my life so far, I want to challenge anybody that is watching this broadcast anywhere, and especially if you are a man, and precisely an African man. Doubt your doubt for once. Just for once, doubt your doubt and believe what people are telling you about online business. Now, I will go further to say this. You know, it's true that the ladies in this business have been faced with this challenge that these men are not serious. They are seeing this business as just women's stuff. Money doesn't understand any gender.
I like that.
Money, really, that is just the truth. Money knows no gender. That is just the truth. So you must have that at the back of your mind. Now you see, I got so happy when I joined this business. One time, there is a particular month that the salary was paid. I will use the word, I don't want to even use the word salary. Our allowances was paid. I was really, really so at peace in my soul. Let me tell you something. There is nothing that stabilizes a man when you know that there is a money in your account and you don't actually have something to do with it. There is really nothing that makes you peaceful and makes you very confident among your peers, among people in the society, that when there is a need, you could close your eyes and draw the money or transfer it and you will not feel anything. I'm sorry to say this, breaking news. Salary is not going to give you that. It's not really going to bring you to that place of financial stability. This is one of my chapters. You see, I'm the first child in my family. And just like maybe so many other people that are watching me, you may be the first child as a son, as a daughter. And you know what that means.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't want to say it, but as in my field of profession back home where I work, I'm being paid handsomely. Unfortunately, I discovered that the money doesn't go up to 2 weeks into the month. So you are back to square one. So, you know, I really didn't want to stay where I was. I didn't want to keep cycling and deceiving myself with a white collar job and then a title.
But Dr. Victor, hang on 1 second. I thought doctors get paid well.
Yeah, they do, but their responsibility is also big.
Because I've always, so that people will want to know you're a doctor. I've always had that mindset or that mentality, you know, that doctors do get paid, you know, good wages. They get good salary every month. You know, that's why.
Absolutely true. But there is something about money. The more you get it, the more responsibility and the more problem is or needs are attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking, we were praying, sincerely speaking. My wife is on this broadcast. We were praying, as in really praying and asking God, help us, show us another option. My wife is a doctor, I'm a doctor. Now, I just told you now. So you can imagine what that means. Now,
okay.
We were looking, we were praying that we need a source of income.
Mm-hmm.
So when this one came, we grabbed it. She grabbed it first. Now, what actually happened is this. The first month, I didn't do actually anything serious. I'm on social media almost 247. And that's why I want to speak to those people that are actually using social media and they're not getting anything from it. Learn a lesson. The time you spend there, somebody is being paid for that time that you spend, anything you post there. So I was sharing the opportunity online with my friends on my WhatsApp status. I took it as a hobby.
Okay.
1 week, yes, in fact, I took it as a hobby. I joined 1 week to the end of the month. I got promoted. And then I saw the promotion bonus and then other incentives came in. I was really shocked. I took it that it's unbelievable. That was what made me mad and turned everything inside of me that no, this thing is true. So to be honest with you, at a point, I collected a monthly pay from this company based on the work that I worked that was almost 2 times my salary as a doctor.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Favor just do.
Yes. I collected a bonus and incentive that is 2 times more than what I'm being paid in a month. At that point, that was when I started telling my wife that no, it is very possible that if somebody gives its time and its attention to this business, you could actually leave your job and just be happy, having time with your family, having fun, making
Angela
money.
is doing that. Angela is doing that.
Yes, Sister Angela is doing that. Let me say this. You see, there is a notion also and a mindset I want to debunk. Most of the men that maybe we talk to them about this business say that no, I don't have time, I'm hustling. I'm hustling for the family. You understand that language? I need to make it. You know, we always give this excuse of time. You see, anything that you love, you will make it a priority. That is it. So I had stability at the end of the month. I get an extra source of income that comes in outside what they are paying me in my place of work. That is really peaceful for me at this point. And you know what? I have not actually achieved my desired dream in this business because my target is where Sister Charity is, where Angela is, and where Sister Favor is, where Sister Shelley is, where Sister Constance is. I want to get there. So I'm on a journey. I'm not going to stop.
Thank you so much, Dr. Victor. Thank you so much. You've given us so many chapters, guys. And he's just brought up something. 2 doctors in the family. 2 doctors in the family. Yet, they were praying for another stream of income that can actually come in to help them to build that stability in their home. His wife is in the business. He himself is in the business. Come on, guys. Okay, Dr. Victor, I have a question for you. Somebody is asking, are you just a PhD doctor or are you a doctor by profession?
No, I am not a PhD doctor. I am a doctor by profession. I'm a veterinary doctor by profession.
Thank you. Whoever asked that question, because it was good that we need to get that cleared out so that people don't just think, oh, that he's just a doctor. Maybe he's just achieved that through his academic, being a PhD and all that. So thank you so much for clearing that, guys. A medical doctor, to be precise, and his wife as well. Your wife as well, a medical doctor as well.
She's a veterinary doctor.
A veterinary doctor. So you see, both of them are doctors, and they are still looking for. So I don't know who is out there that thinks that, you know what, I've got that good career, I've got the best career, you know, that I don't need that. My job is, and you know, let's be honest, guys. Come on, Dr. Victor just said it. Yeah, let's be honest to ourselves. No matter how much you're making from that job that you think that you've got everything, you get more responsibility. More responsibility from it. We're going to quickly. Thank you guys so much for sharing this business opportunity. Oh my God, I'm really, and I'm sure every other, I can see the comments coming on in the chat. People are really, wow. You know, amazing, to be honest. So we need to be, we've talked about the business, and we're just going to briefly talk about how you guys have actually been able to benefit from the product, using the products that we have. How has these products changed your life? Doctor, I'm gonna come to you last because I know you've been a medical doctor. You're gonna kind of give us a little bit of analysis, a little bit of breaking down and all that to help people understand. Sister Angela, how has the product helped you? Or should I call you midwife Angela? Oh, mostly Angela.
Trust me, I think the product has helped me so much that I think that was one of the reasons that I got crazy about the business aspect, because I said if fruit and vegetables can do what they've done for me, I cannot keep it to myself. I need to share it out to friends and family. So what happened was that, like, before I started taking the product, for me personally, I did not just come to get the product. I actually wanted a business. But during that period, I think the product came, this business opportunity came at the right time. Because as I said earlier on, I was in hospital when I got this opportunity. Mm-hmm. But before that period, I was having issues of, I was even admitted at some point. I was having, they diagnosed me of having high cholesterol. And this was when I was in Qatar. So one day, I think I was having some chest pain, but I was trying to ignore it, take paracetamol, ignore it. But one day I realized that, you know what, I think I'm going to die. So I need to do something about this. So I was having chest pain and it was radiating to my left arm and I was feeling nauseous. I said, you know what, maybe I'm going to have a heart attack. So I had to call one of my colleagues and she came to my flat and then we went to the hospital. They did all sorts of tests and they realized that my cholesterol was high. By then I was 85 kg. I've never got to that weight ever in my life. I'm a that skinny person. But when I went to Qatar, because of the food that I was eating, and in that place, let me tell you, when you go out, because I want to like explore, you know, when you go somewhere that, oh, the food is always, you understand, you follow your heart. I will eat and eat and eat. And most of the time it's like, it's a buffet. So I didn't know I was really hindering myself that, oh my goodness. So I developed, can you imagine, I've never had any health issues before I went to Qatar. I developed, they said I had high cholesterol. They had to do angiogram. And can you imagine, in somebody else's country, you don't know anyone. The only people that you know, they're all your colleagues. So I was like, I remember that day when they were taking me to the theater, I thought I was going to die. I called my pastor in the UK. I said, Pastor, I said, please, you need to pray for me because I don't know what is going to happen to me. When I was thinking about my daughter, because my daughter was here in the UK. So I went through the procedure. They actually put me to sleep, which was okay. They didn't put me on any medication, nothing like that. All the doctor said, you just need to watch what you eat and then you need to lose weight. I was like, how am I going to do this? I've never done this before. So I went home and then I went on Google. I started searching for food that don't have high cholesterol in that. I was like, do you know what? I need to do something about it. I started going swimming. I started doing this. But trust me, to me, it was not working. And during that period, I was complaining of lower abdomen pain, which I had PID, it's a pelvic inflammatory disease. I was like, God, what is this? When I went to Qatar, I had to say this. That's another reason why I came back. I said, maybe Qatar was not for me. Because my illness, if I start to tell you guys what I went through when I was there, we won't leave this room. I'm telling you. I was having this PID. I went to see my doctor, and my doctor prescribed doxycycline. And doxycycline, I've used it before in the UK. I didn't know that because of the brand, it actually gave me another issue. Wow. Another issue. They diagnosed me of having gastritis, esophagitis, H. pylori. I was like, God, what is this? And that was the time I was in hospital when I found this business on Facebook. So as I said, my main aim was for me to do the business, but I didn't know the products will do what they've done for me. So, and then before that, I was having problem with my sleep. I was having insomnia. My energy was zero. I used to wear prescribed glasses. I'm not making any medical claim, but this is what really, really, really happened to me. I was having that severe period pain. I cannot, it's like for me to start my menses 3 days before that, it's like I have to take ibuprofen and also paracetamol at the same time. That's how severe the pain was. And also, I had this problem of, as I said, the energy. The energy was sad. I knew that definitely I was lacking some nutrients in my body. Until the day I started taking this product. because we are not in Qatar, the business was not, it's not in Qatar. One of my colleagues came to visit her family. So I had to ask my upline to order the products, and then she bought the products for me. Why should? So the first thing I noticed was my sleep. I slept like a baby. Me that I don't sleep. When I say sleep, my eyes will be wide open. I don't sleep at all. So that was the first thing I noticed. I said, wow, is it just this capsules I'm taking? Because I'm still taking them, the fruits, vegetable, berries, and the omega. Those are my health insurance. I cannot go a day without it. And as I said, I was in hospital because of the H. pylori and then the gastritis and esophagitis, which can you imagine when I came out of hospital, they prescribed medication for me, about 5 to 6 different types of medication, including antibiotics. And I cannot tell you, like, guys, I stopped taking them in 5 days. I stopped taking them in 5 days. And I went to see my doctor because I had to go back for follow-up to see whether the medication I've been taking has been working, especially the H. pylori. If you're here, you don't know what H. pylori is. It's like a bacteria that affects your gut. If it's not treated well enough, it can lead to bowel cancer. So that's how serious my health was before I started taking this product. So I went to the hospital after 10 days. They had to take because they needed to take a stool test to check to see whether the H. pylori is still in my system. And I went there, and the lady said, "Okay, let's check your result." And she checked. My iron level was on point. She came down to the H. pylori result. It was negative. The lady looked at me. He said, "Oh, well done. You're really doing well. The medication is working. You don't need any whatever I did." I said, "Which medication?" Yeah, that's why I asked her. I said, "Which medication?" She said, "The medication they prescribed." I said, "Sorry." And that day, I went with my products. This was after 10 days. I went with my product. I told her, I said, "No, sorry, I stopped the medication before, let me say 5 days, because they prescribe 14 days prescription. I have 14 days. Even some of the medication, I had to take them up to 21 days. I stopped the medication." So she said, "So what were you taking?" I showed her. She couldn't believe it. All she said, "How did you get this?" I said, "Let me give you my website." She was shocked. I said, "Let me give you my website." She said, "Really?" She said, "Just continue what you're doing." And since then, up to this time, I've never, ever, ever been to the hospital. Let me give you another one before I go off. When I came back from Qatar, I actually had all the symptoms of COVID, right? And I thought I was going to die. But what really saved me was my products. My capsules, my shakes, my uplifts actually helped me. Exact 14 days, everything just went off. Everything, I became whole again. Recently, I had this issue. My team members know, the leaders know. Yeah, I was having problem with my hip. This is the reason why I said, do you know what? Paracetamol, no medication is going to come into my system anymore. I was having, my hip was swollen. I couldn't walk. My right leg, I couldn't walk. 2 days, I was in this house. And I remember that day, in the evening, in the afternoon, my boss lady came and visited me. So she was like, "What is going wrong? Oh, what's happening?" I said, "No." He had a Zoom, 2 hours Zoom. I couldn't get up. My leg, if I lift my leg, I would scream. And my hip was swollen. I said, "What is going on?" And she said, "You can take paracetamol." I said, "No, I'm not going to take paracetamol." We kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I said, "I'm not going to take paracetamol." Eventually, I took the paracetamol, but it didn't do anything to me. So I said, "I'm going to double my products." People were asking, "Why can't you go to A&E so that they can do X-ray and see maybe you've had a broken whatever bone in your. I said, no, I'm not going to go. This is where I trust this product so much. I only use this product for 2 days. I got ill on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We went out. I was dancing as if my legs, like nothing happened to my leg. I did not take any medication. It was just the product. The 4 different products, the fruit, the vegetable, the eggs, and omega. That was the only thing I took. Since then, I said, you know what? No medication is going to come into my system. Nothing. Even right now, I'm one of the people that this vaccine that is going around, sorry to say, I'm not going to take it because
can we not bring that up, please? Let's not go into that one, please. We're not here for it.
I trust my product, my system.
Okay. Olivia said she was on the dancing floor, no stop. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh yes. Thank you, Sister Angela. I love that. You know, it's amazing when people talk about the products. I know we're running out of our time. Sir Favor, your testimony. At least give us one chapter. Angela has just taken all the time because she has so many things to say. But that's fine. So just give us one chapter, you know, of how you've been able to, how this product has actually helped you before we come to doctor.
Well, just like Sister Angela said, she joined the business. She needed extra income. That was the reason she joined the business, right? My case is similar to hers when it comes to that level. I didn't want to lose weight. I didn't have any health issues, I didn't have anything like that want me to buy the product. In fact, I was one of the people that said, I don't need the product. In fact, what am I going to do with the product? Why should I join a business that sells products? Because I am not going to eat it. So who is not going to buy from me if I'm not taking it? But the lady that introduced me to it, she's a woman of integrity. When she says this thing is white, it is white. She's somebody I trust, I know. And when she tells me, Favor, I have lost 1 kg, it is 1 kg. I saw her when she came to Spain. She was overweight. And when she left after 2 weeks, you know, we know this thing in Africa, like it is people who are chubby that are enjoying. People who are chubby, these are the ones that are enjoying, you know.
Yeah.
So when she left, I was like, after 2 weeks, I saw her updated her Facebook or WhatsApp, and I saw that she had lost weight. And I called her, I said, Mama, what's going on with you? You are losing weight. Hey, when you came to Spain, I took care of you. Please, so I beg, not carry me go, you know, those kind of things. She said, no, don't worry, my wife, don't worry. Just give me some time. I'm working on something. And that was when she produced the business to me. She now told me that, okay, that was the product. That thing you were asking me about 2 weeks ago, it is the product. I've used the product in the space of 1 month. We don't do medical claims. We all are different. Our body reacts differently, right? She lost 9 kg in 1 month because she was consistent. She knew what she wanted for herself, right? She used the product. She lost weight. She was my confidence. She was my confidence. I have seen somebody who have used this thing and she has lost weight. She's giving testimony. She's giving a lot of testimony, and I am like, wow, because I knew her, right? You know, sometimes in life we want to experience the thing ourselves, but if somebody is telling you, don't be reluctant to trust people. You understand? So I trusted her, and I felt like, let me try the products. After a while, I was that kind of a person. Like I said, I just gave birth. I felt like my weight was okay. I'm fine. Why I was having acne all over my body, my back, my front were full of acne. You know, it was full of pimples everywhere. And I started using the products. Guess what? After 2 weeks, I saw that the thing came out even the more. After 1 month, the thing came out even the more. And I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And when I took my time to understand the product, to study the product, I now knew that my body is trying to understand what I'm eating, what is happening to me, helping me to detox my body. Everything came out of my body. After 8 months, my skin was like that of a baby. My husband touches my skin and you're like, oh my God, your skin is so soft. Your skin is cleaner on my chest. Before, I will not dare to wear something like this unless I will not dare. Pimples everywhere. But guess what? Everything went off. Like I said, I don't have any health issues. I did not have any health issues. I still don't have. Prevention is better than cure. You don't want something to happen to you before you know you can take care of yourself.
Yes, sir.
This is pure fruit and vegetable encapsulated for your own good. Why not enjoy it? You know, I took the leap of faith. I started
that fruit and vegetable sellers. Oh yeah.
You know, it is just fruit and vegetable, and I used it. It helps me. You know, from I was weighing 85 kg. Like I said, I just gave birth at that time, and I was weighing 85 kg. I lost 10 kg. I lost 10 kg. The product has helped me a lot. The energy drink, oh my God, whenever I take it, I can run up and down. Like seriously, the product is life-changing as well. It is, you know, it is something that everybody should, you know, should try. If you're not on the product yet, give it a try. You know, some of us, we are like, oh, it is chemical. I don't want to take it. I don't want to do that. It is for your own good, not just for weight loss. Not just for weight loss, you know. Give it a try. Thank you so much, Boss Lady.
Thank you so much, Favor and Angela. Thank you so much. Now I want to come to Doctor. You know, our medical doctor in the house. So he's going to tell us about how the product. Because you see, one thing people don't understand, you know, when we're talking about this product, and when we have doctors in the house who are going to be able to tell us, you know, one thing I know, I remember when I can't remember what I had. There was, you know, sometimes when you get this infection and you go to the hospital, doctors, you see your GP and they say to you, you know what, go and eat more. They tell you 3 things to do. Yeah. They tell you, go and drink more water so that it can flush it off. Eat more fruits and vegetables, and then take the medication that they've given to you to take the antibiotics. They tell you those 3 things. So doctor, please, why is it that when we come to see you doctors, you give us advice to go and eat fruits and vegetables and to drink enough water? When it comes to using our products, we know our products are fruits and vegetables, you know, and it bridges the gap for what we should eat and what we do eat. But then we want to hear it from you, how the product has helped you. We're going to be rounding up with you, how the product has helped you, and why you think that everyone, mostly with Africans, let's come down to our own African people. We don't love eating fruit and vegetable. We are bad. Very, we have a very bad habit when it comes to eating fruits and vegetables. So, doctor, please elaborate more, help our knowledge, help our understanding.
Oh, Angela, thank you, Sister Charity. Thank you so much. And I'm a veterinary doctor, so let me just make that
okay.
So yeah, but that's fine. I will share my own story of how the product actually helped me. And then I will also make an attempt to explain why when you go to the hospital, they will always tell you that drink water, rest, do eat good food, fruits and vegetables, and then you take your medication. You know, when I joined this business, I didn't actually join because I was having any health problem primarily. I joined because of the money. I wanted to make money. I wanted to make the money. So, but I discovered that along the way, I stumbled on the Omega product that they now wrote conspicuously on it that the Omega is good for the normal function of the eye. Watch this. I'm not saying this from my own. This is the company that said it, and it is true. These things are validated via researches and clinical researches and trials. That is good for normal function of the eye, is good for the normal function of the brain, is good for the normal function of the heart. I was having an eye issue at that time. I was in medicated class, so I won't go into that because I've shared that story much. There is a story I have not shared, and I have not shared the evidence on a public domain. I'm going to share it today if you allow me to share my screen.
Oh, please do share your screen, please, doctor.
And I'm going to be very brief. In October 2019, I had a meniscal tear. Now, the meniscus, I'm going into some medical terminologies now, but I will explain. The meniscus is a cartilage in the knee that serves like a cushion in your knee. Now, as you are aging, it gets weaker. And sometimes when you are exposed to strenuous activity, you flex your knee somehow, and with aging, it places you at a risk. So somehow in October, I had a meniscal injury, and I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything. I have to take a leave from my work. They have to call the NHS immediately. I was taken to the hospital, admitted, examined me, and then they placed me on medication, on painkillers, serious one. Naproxen. I was on naproxen for months. It didn't help me. So I was referred back to go to the physiotherapy. So I started physiotherapy while I was on medication. The pain didn't settle. I was told that the pain is going to settle. The knuckling sound, I couldn't bear weight, I couldn't walk, I couldn't do anything. I hear this knuckling sound in my knee like 30 sounds per day. It was horrible. Then in March, I had the privilege to see an orthopedic surgeon that examined me, and then I had to take an MRI of the knee. And I'm going to share a slide of the MRI result so that you can see. Permission, please.
Yeah, go on. Thank you. Can.
So that anybody that is watching will know that we're not just making up these stories. Now, this, let me look for the MRIs. What's it? So, now, if you can see the screen, and I'm sure you'll be able to enlarge it on your phone or on your device. This is my MRI scan result. I'm zooming in. You can see it was taken. This MRI was done on the 23rd of March 2020, the peak of the pandemic. The reference number is there. This is the writing. I'm writing to let you know that the outcome of your recent MRI of your knee, this has reported some degenerative changes within your knee, mainly on the inner part of the joint. This includes a tear of the cartilage. They didn't mention it, but it's the meniscus on the inner part aspect of your knee. I will leave the remaining stuff there. Go back to my Zoom meeting. Let me stop sharing. Perfect. Now, I was in this pain for months. Physiotherapy didn't settle it. Naproxen didn't settle it. There was nothing that settled this pain on my knee, this injury.
Wow.
We are not making any medical, our products are not medicines. They are only prepared and packaged in a capsule for convenience of taking. They are whole fruit, vegetable, is a whole fruit supplement. Now, I started taking Omega and the premium capsule. I didn't know that it's really going to help me with the knee problem that I have. Now, if you're watching this and you're hearing me, I'm not telling you that, okay, it is a medicine to cure meniscal tear or meniscal degeneration, but it has worked for me. Do you know that like joke, 1 week, 2 weeks, the knuckling sound that I used to hear, for those of you that are medical people here, you will know that I health personnels. You will hear this knuckling sound. I used to hear this sound in my knee, 30 sounds in a day. As I went on this product, gradually the sound began to decline, was going down. And then my pain, the pain level on the scale of 0 to 10, I could tell you at a point when I was not on the product was like 9/10. But as I went on the product, the pain score started going down until it got to 0. I was booked for surgery of the knee. It is the coronavirus that actually stopped the surgery of the surgery. And then as I was on these products, gradually, the knuckling sound disappeared. Lameness, my inability to bear weight disappeared. The pain disappeared. As I speak to you now, I didn't undergo any surgery. I am not on naproxen. I am not on physiotherapy. My knee is perfect and I am very, very okay. Now,
Wow.
This is it. Watch this. Let me just say this in closing. They will always tell you in the hospital, take water. And Charity have said the reason is a cleanser. And then they also tell you that eat good food. The reason is because drugs actually require a higher energy level for them to actually work. So these fruits, vegetable, and the product that you have actually, apart from some other things that they do to you, they actually give you energy in your body. So without it, even when you take drug, it will be very, very difficult. In fact, in some instances, you could end up the medication that will have helped you will now end up becoming a problem to you. So that is my testimony and that is my story about this product. And please, whosoever it is there, if you have anything that you feel is worth trying, it is worth trying. There is no harm in going on this product and trying it. It will help you. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Victor, for sharing that with you. That was really powerful, guys. To be honest to you, you heard it. You know, it's amazing to know that, you know, when people, I've discovered, though, for me personally, I've discovered that when you go to the hospital, they give you a medication. You take that medication. If it's something that they say to you, oh, let me use an example, yeah. Okay, Olivia. Oh, my lovely Olivia. Okay, please, doctor. One question, one thing I want you to help us, please. I know you're a veterinary doctor, but you know, but when we look at the fact that, and I want it to come from you as a man as well, and being in the medical field and all that. If you can actually break it down for us, you know, how the fruit and veg, you know, actually helps with medication and all that. I don't know if that is possible.
Yeah, no, it is very possible. The reason is because, you see, every time you take medication, they either increase an energy. Medications actually are not, they don't directly go and do a particular thing in your system. They help what is already existing in you in functioning. Now, all of the molecules in our body, that in our cells, in our tissues, etc., that they work at certain energy level. Okay. Sometimes when these energy levels, when they are excited, you have a problem. When the energy level that these molecules are supposed to work are lower, you also have a problem. So it has gone outside your normal physiology. So what medication do is that it brings these molecules and all your systems and everything in your tissue, in your cells to actually work at a normal energy level. That is exactly primarily what pharmacologically, what I could say that drugs actually do. Now, food generally is very important because they provide the substance you require for your body in order for it to have whatsoever it is that drugs will have to bind with. If it is protein, that is the binding molecule for the active principle in the drug to bind to, and then it gets to the site exactly where it will work. If there is no protein, if there is no amino acid in your body, you are not going to have that particular active ingredient in that drug being transported exactly to the site where they are going to work. Exactly.
So, doctor, basically what you're saying to us now is, yeah, each medication that they give to you when you go to the hospital, so for example, you know, it can look like what you've just given to us. If you're giving a medication that what it needs is for you to have protein, amino acid in your body, and if you don't have it, that means that medication tend not to work. I just want to get that clarity, you know.
That's just one example.
I know that's the example that you're giving. Yeah, I know, I understand. I just want to clarify that. So that is, if you're giving a medication that needs you in your body to have maybe like fiber, that needs you to have all the nutritional value in the body and all that, you know, that medication would have to work. And I would say to us, this is one of the main reasons. Thank you so much, Doctor, for clearing that for us. This is one of the main reasons why each and every one of us, we need to have good nutrition in our body.
Exactly.
Every single one of us, whether you're a child, whether you're a man, you're a woman, it doesn't matter. See, good nutrition does not know any gender. It doesn't know any gender. Excuse me, please. It does not know any age. Good nutrition knows no gender and knows no age. So everybody, regardless of your age, regardless of your gender, we all need good nutrition. And that's what these products can actually give to you. Yeah, that's what it can actually give to you. Our products don't replace the normal fruits and vegetables that you have to eat. It bridges the gap. Guys, we know what a bridge is now. We know bridge. Make I come down to our level, African people. We know what bridge is. When we say it bridges the gap, when you have to cross, you want to cross a river, and there is, why would they laugh? You need the bridge. That bridge has to be there. If not, you cannot cross from Onitsha to Asaba. For those of us who know that Onitsha bridge, I hope that has yeah. So please, so that's what our product does. It bridges the gap for it. It steps in for it to help you. And when you've heard all these testimonies, like what Dr. is talking about, Angela has shared her own testimony. Favor has shared her own testimony. Now they're talking about how it's helped them. Now, in less than 2 weeks, in less than how many days, and all that. You know when you say something is bioavailable, our products are bioavailable. What that means is it travels into your bloodstream. It goes direct. Yeah, you know they come out for urine. You don't discard it in urine. It goes straight into your body. Yeah, so that's what it is. So anyone who is watching, because of our time, we're not going to have the time to sit down here and talk. But whoever you're watching this from their platform, please, or somebody invited you here in the Zoom, please, I beg you all, my people, please go back to that person that invited you and get more information. Well, for the business side, you might say to yourself, you know what? I'm okay. I'm comfortable. I have streams of business. I have lots of business that I'm doing that is bringing me streams of income that I need. But you need to improve your health. Please go to that person and make inquiry about the products and how these products can actually help you with the good nutrition or bridge that good nutrition that you need in your body. None of us here are making medical claims. All the testimonies that you've heard, nobody here is making medical claims. But they've just literally told you how they've been able to build that life that they desire, both in their health and in the business side of it. Yeah, so I want to please say to every single one of you that is watching, like I said, reach out to whoever is sharing this on their platform, and we will wholesomely welcome you to the team. Come and join us. Come and be part of it. Let's start living the kind of life that we all desire. And when you come in, there's one thing I want to guarantee you. Every single person, we're almost over 200 here tonight in the Zoom. And for those who are watching on any other social media platform, please, health is very, very important. Value your health. Take your health seriously. Our products, or eating healthy, or staying healthy, or taking care of your body, it's not something that you have to joke with. if we have to sit down here and start talking about the health issues that we all had and all that before we started doing this business, before we jumped into this journey of inspiring others to eating a healthy lifestyle or living a healthy lifestyle. Like they will always say, before you can inspire somebody else, you need to start from you. And we have started from ourselves, and we have the story to tell. We have our testimonies. We have something to tell you tonight. And for everyone that has been watching every Sunday, you've been watching, people have been sharing this amazing program. Apart from this one that you've watched, you watch every Sunday. There are other ones that you've watched on other people's platform. Please, please, please. If this business no good, no good, they talk about them more. Make I come down, make I tell you the truth. If you know good, we no go call social media, we go dey ring bell for our ear. Yeah. So what I want to tell you now be say, you no leave your country where you from come, go where you did now. Make you dey look other people, they make the money. And this business, why not they laugh now? I want make they understand. Maybe people when they understand the grammar way Dr. Victor don't blow, the grammar way Favor and Angela blow, maybe they go understand my own. So what now they tell you now be say, money did this business. If it change your life, it don't change my life, it don't change Angela, it don't change Dr. Victor, it don't change my sister Favor life. So why watching when you can be part of it? Why staring? Why clapping? Why are you always being that person that is clapping? Allow people to clap for you. I want to be clapped for, and that's why I'm here. I want to live the life that I desire. That's why I am here. See, several people say I'm adding sense of humor. I'm adding sense of humor to you because they say all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So we don't want to be dull. So please, 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 enough of that. Thank you all so much. I appreciate all my guest speakers. Thank you so much for coming tonight to share with us your amazing journey, your amazing story. Somebody said yes, and that's why we are here. And that's why our lives are changing. So you can also say yes and change someone's life. I'm going to end with this. There is somebody out there that their destiny is tied to you. And it needs you to make that shifting and say yes for that person to be able to say yes and to be able to change their life. So think about it. Think about those destinies. Think about those lives that are waiting for you to make that move. Don't take too long to make that move, because you and I, together with all these amazing people, we are here to change lives. And we are going to keep changing lives, because that's what we do. And that's what we love doing. Because when you love doing something, your heart will always be there. And it's in our heart to go out there and change many lives. And that's why we are doing this. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We hope to see you next Sunday. And I'll also be your host again next week, Sunday. And I'm looking forward. You see what? If you're enjoying this every Sunday, yeah, please don't keep it to yourself. You might say, it's not for me. But there is somebody that can benefit from it. Please share the link with that person and get the person to watch this video. Thank you all so much. Good night and God bless.